The new United States Mint director is not off to a good start after revised pricing has been published on the United States Mint's website. Let's talk about what it is and what I was able to get just in the nick of time before those prices rose. Let's explore! In a shocking development, the United States Mint has almost doubled prices on every silver item available over at the United States Mint. It is absolutely mind-boggling how much profit they're going to make off of this. And, I have no problem with profit. Certainly they need to keep the engines running over the United States Mint. It does take time and effort to produce coins, much as you see here before silver's price skyrocketed. But nonetheless, make no mistake, these prices are absolutely insane. And I'm going to be referencing some of the products that I purchased and other products at the prices that we saw before and after. It's pretty crazy what we're seeing here, but this is the situation we find ourselves in if you want to continue to buy products from the United States Mint in 2026. Now, there are some things that I'm interested in buying in 2026 for the semi-quincentennial, but nonetheless, it's going to make it a lot harder for folks, especially considering how much more the prices are going to be. Now, my friends at Summit Metals, they don't necessarily carry U.S. Mint collectible coins, but you can get bullion there, and they do have some other collector products as well. Experience their great customer service for yourself by clicking on the link down in the description below. So before we get into the prices, first let me show you what I purchased. This is one of two orders that I placed kind of in a frenzy after they sent that email out saying they were going to be revising pricing and likely going to stop allowing the purchase of these items. This item was placed about 2 days before they shut it down, and the other order that I placed was literally they shut down the ordering of any silver products from the website hours after I made that purchase. That package is en route right now. So as we can see here, we've got a 2023 American Silver Liberty Medal, and nice to be able to pick up another one of these for just about regular bullion price, honestly. A little cheaper compared to what spot prices are right now as I record this video, and being right about bullion price, about what you pay for an American Silver Eagle now. And so this is a collector piece, obviously, and it's a metal, but nice to add that to the stack. So let's, and that literally is kind of what it is. We're buying this stuff as a stacker. Now this I placed a long time ago, literally months ago, probably about 6 months ago, I would say. It just now shipped. It's the Batman metal, the only other metal I'm going to get from this series. Very expensive, but wanted to get one of these things just because I like the design of it. A very cool design, and in a high relief 2.5 ounce metal. Was nice to be able to procure this. Of course, the price of this was high premium because DC Comics has got to get their cut. So there's two premiums tied to this: the regular crazy U.S. Mint premium, and then you have the DC Comics premium on top of that. So this thing was rather expensive, I think $275 or so, and the packaging is very, very cheap, by the way. Very, very cheap. I kind of like the concept, but it's very cheaply done. They should have just put it in a clamshell and let that be done with it with some artwork behind it. So we'll put that over here along with this, and very, very nice. Then I got another proof American Silver Eagle, and these things we're selling for just above spot price again. And so wanted to get another one. You can't beat that for get a coin that you could buy literally in transit. This thing would have been cheaper than buying a bullion Silver Eagle. So got another one of those. Pretty nice. Silver from the United States Mint. This is historic. This is why I did it, because it's historic. We'll never see this again at the United States Mint. Make no mistake, silver prices got away from them, and there are those of us who took advantage of them instead of them taking advantage of us in terms of pricing. I mean, that's a dramatic form. We don't have to buy from them. They can price their items as high as they want, and they are. and people will buy or not buy. My guess is even though these new prices, which I'm going to share with you here in a moment, they are going to, people will still buy from them. And I'm probably going to still buy some items from them. But nonetheless, then I have the silver medal. This is the Thomas Jefferson silver medal. The reason why I got this is not only because it was spot price, in fact, under spot price in transit. That's right. These were $90 that I paid for this, $90 for this, and silver price was $93 in transit before it got here. Now it's a little bit less than that, but nonetheless, this is the original peace medal design, the peace medal that was on Lewis and Clark's trip. And so this was at a time when Thomas Jefferson was president, and this portrait of Thomas Jefferson is going to be on our quarters this year. This very portrait will be on the quarter for the Declaration of Independence quarter that is coming. So that's what that's about. So we'll set that right there. And then finally, in this order, I got another presidential medal. And let me show you this one. Here it is. This is Theodore Roosevelt. And the reason why I got this medal is because this was designed by, I believe, Augustus St. Gaudens. That's right. And this is a beautifully designed medal that shows the young president here, Theodore Roosevelt, who was instrumental in giving us the Augustus St. Gaudens $20 gold piece, considered to be one of the most beautiful gold coins in the world. And you can see that same kind of flavor here. Very well done, well executed. Looks very nice in silver. And I love this reverse here that shows the two-term president here. And when he was inaugurated after the assassination of William McKinley in 1901, and the second term there on March 4th, 1905. Yes, that's back then. The presidential term started in March, not January 20th. That changed since then, but nonetheless, there that is. So another silver piece. There's silver all over the place, collector silver in metal and coin form that you can see here, and quite astonishing and pretty amazing that I was able to grab these things at bargain prices from the United States Mint's website. Again, it just boggles my mind. Now, obviously, you know, you have to be sort of a coin collector / stacker in order to kind of get what's going on here. But since then, they shut it down after I placed another order, and that order is en route, as I mentioned before. But here's the prices that I paid for these. $90 each for those. $95 for that, $97 for this, $275 for this, for the Batman. And here is what the prices are now. If I wanted to buy this coin right now, it's on remind me status, but when it becomes available again, it will be $173. So from $95 to $173. Mind-blowing, insane, crazy premiums. I mean, it's mind-boggling. And if I wanted to get an uncirculated version of that coin, it would be $169. So there's an even bigger gap between the proof and the uncirculated in that regard. Now, if I wanted to get an uncirculated Morgan dollar, it would be $169, same price as the Silver Eagle, and the proof Morgan dollar would be $173. Same thing with the piece. Same situation there. Now, I did get the Morgan and Peace dollar reverse proof 2-coin set. That was $215. I got another one of those, and yet another order that I placed when I was seeing some of these prices move, and when the premiums were a little bit more, but not so bad. I paid $215 for that set. $215. Now it's $375. Again, almost double for these. Just mind-blowingly insane. Honestly, my guess is probably Mr. Hollis, the Mint director, may not know this is happening. I hope he will review this and crack down on this and prevent this from happening. But it's crazy. If you look at the silver proof sets that were now off site here, and I don't know going to come back on, a silver proof set is now $245. $245 for silver proof set. Absolutely insane. Just mind blowing. These prices. It just boggles the mind. And so that's what is going on there with these prices. What about the metal prices? Well, if you want to get a 1 ounce metal now, you are going to be paying $164 for one of these. $164 for a silver medal, whether it be a military or presidential. The American Liberty 2023 silver medal here is $170 as opposed to $97. So just amazing. And they've really skyrocketed in price. The comic art 2.5 ounce Batman medal from $275 is now $400 for this. $400 for this medal right now from the United States Mint. And as of the recording of this video, they are still not available. You cannot purchase yet. But I'm going to be very interested to see exactly what that is how much business they're going to do after this. Crazy. You know, I mean, it's one thing to raise your prices maybe 10, 15% or something like that. And even that probably would be pushing it in my view. But to raise it this much is just nuts. But then again, compared to where spot price was before, compared to where it is now, maybe it's about the same amount of percentage premium that was there before. I don't know. I haven't done the math on that. Still, it's crazy. This is what we're looking at here. It's nuts to see this occur. And if you want to get a 1 ounce version of this, it's going to cost you $200 for a 1 ounce. That's more than double the spot price of silver at this point in time. So that's what you're looking at here. I'm looking to see if there's any other kind of silver products here that I could tell you in terms of this the price, but I don't see anything here. But that's where it sits for the United States Mint. So if you want to buy this year, you're going to be paying a lot of money. Now I don't know if maybe they're going to start setting these prices to begin with, and and with enough headroom before they can come up with a pricing grid, much like they do for gold. If they will go that route or not, that could be a possibility, and they're padding themselves up as they prepare for that, so they don't lose money. That may be what's the impetus behind this is, especially if the price is going to be shift so much, it's going to be volatile, and much like what we're seeing. I mean, in the silver market now, we're seeing $3, $4, $5, $6 swings sometimes in one day in terms of the price. How long is that going to last? I don't know. But it very well could be that the United States Mint may set up a pricing grid system, and maybe the prices will come back in line after that. I don't know. I'm just speculating at this point. But there you go. Let me know what your thoughts are about the United States Mint. Would you pay this much? Would you pay over $160 for a silver medal? Are you going to pay these crazy prices for silver eagles now, for proof silver eagles? Are you going to get for $173 for one of these? Let me know. And by the way, what's fascinating is the Morgan and Peace dollars, they're not 1 ounce. They're not 1 ounce, but they're selling for the same price as a proof silver eagle. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. Hope you found this video informative, insightful, and educational. Would like to extend a multitude of gratitude to each and every one of you for taking the time to watch, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.